Hello everybody, Judy Tuttle here from Tuttle Up Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Midland, Texas, and I'm so happy to be with you here today. I have a fun little card to show with you, super simple, but adorable. I think you're gonna love it. As people are coming on, Chelsea, I love you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Um, I'm going to show you a stamp set called One More Year from the new January to April mini catalog, as well as the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. That is a part of that bunny suite at the very beginning of the catalog, but I don't want you to miss it because those are both fabulous products that you're gonna want to have, I think, after you see this card made today. Makes really cute, more masculine looking cards, but I feel like the card I'm making with you today is also just really sweet for anybody. So, hi Jeanne, thanks for joining me. The only thing I want to make sure to talk to you about today, and I'm going to show you the product here in just a second, is this Everyday Skies craft along that I have coming up at the end of January. And it'll be on January 27th, but the deadline to get your kit is tomorrow. Hi, Mary. Thank you, Chelsea. The deadline to get your kit for this month's craft along is tomorrow. So I need you to register by tomorrow in order to get the kit. Now, I'm going to move to my hands real quick here and show you everything that you're going to get as part of this craft along experience. This is the stamp set. Here, let me move it to my hands. This is the stamp set. It's called Everyday Arches. Know you are loved. You are simply fantastic. You're a ray of sunshine, right? Lots of beautiful reach for the stars. Embrace the journey. I love this stamp set. And the fun thing is that it comes with these arches. That's why it's called Everyday Arches. So the stamps also fit inside these arches. We're going to actually use one of these arches today. So this is the bundle that you would need to have in order to do this month's craft along with me. So if you own it already, you're in good shape. If not, you would want to add on or grab this bundle before January 27th, okay? In addition, what we give you is a whole roll of this white ribbon. It's called white woven ribbon. Very pretty, soft, nice ribbon to work with. Look at these embellishments. We're going to use these today as well. These are called the Two-Tone Sparkle Gems 164633. These come with this bundle. So you'll get a whole package of this. You'll get a whole roll of ribbon. And look at this paper. Talk about the skies. Look at how beautiful this paper is. Everyday Skies, and we have some amazing products. Look at this one that looks like sunshine. Isn't that gorgeous? You'll get a half a package of this designer series paper, even though you will not need near that much, right, to be able to make all of your projects, okay? So you'll get a half a pack of this paper, a full roll of ribbon, a full package of embellishments, and everything you need to make 2 each of 3 designs of cards and 1 3D item. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek here. I don't usually do this, but this is what is going to be the cute little candy that's going to go in our little gift box for this craft along. Aren't those fun? I've been dying to share these with you. Couldn't keep them a secret any longer. So again, I would love for you to come to the craft along with me. I will put the description up in, I'll put the link up in the description after this video is over. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for coming. Hi, Stephanie. Sharon, I'm sorry, Sharon. I saw Stevenson and I thought Stephanie. Sorry about that. Sharon, thanks for joining me. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here today. Okay, I'm going to go back to my face here and get rid of this. So this is the suite It is an online exclusive. You will not see it in any catalog. I hope you think about, look how cute these cards are that are even on this page. So adorable. So many fun ideas, right? Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. And that is all I'm going to talk about today as far as upcoming events, okay? I spoke in detail yesterday about my upcoming Super Saturday. I will go ahead and put the link up there as well. So if you want to hear about Super Saturday, I went through it in detail in yesterday's video. So go back and watch the beginning of that and you'll find out everything you need about that. Okay, so for today's card, we are going to use, let me show you. Oh, this card is so cute. The One More Time stamp set. This is in the January to April mini catalog. So cute. You get some wine glasses and cheese and grapes. You get a birthday cake. You get some confetti. This is kind of like just a radiating effect. You get this cute little bulldog. How cute is he? And these funny sayings. You're how old? In dog years you'd be ... Happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser. Happy birthday, now back to me. At least you're not as old as you'll be next year. And I like, this is a sweet, aging fine like cheese and wine. I love that. Okay, so we're going to be using that. We're also going to be using this Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. This is in the mini catalog. Chelsea already put the number up there. Thank you so much, Chelsea. And look at these colors. Aren't they just so sweet and pretty? Very masculine, subtle, but there is bubblegum in there. Moody Mauve is in there. Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon. We have Old Olive. Just some love. Look at this one with the Pebbled Path and the Lost Lagoon. I really like that. And then the other side of this is some really nice prints that you could use for anything. Okay, so that is called the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. In addition to these two things, I am going to use these gems that come from the Everyday Arches suite. This is called the Two-Tone Sparkle Gems. And there's some blue and purple in there. Super fun. And I'm going to use the Everyday Arches, one of these arches today as well. Okay, so that is on the agenda for today. The only two ink colors I'm using besides some blends are Memento Black and Lost Lagoon. Okay, so here we go. Let's get started. I've done as much prep work ahead of time as I can. So this is our card for today. This cute little bulldog sitting next to the birthday cake. And it says, happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser. Cute, right? And then the inside it says, at least you're not as old as you will be next year. I think that's really cute. I love this. I'm using a little bit. I should have told you this as well. I'm using a little bit of this wild wheat ribbon that is called Rustic Striped Ribbon. I just thought it looked really good with that Designer Series paper. Okay, so let's get started here. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Becky Phelps. Hi, Laura Kemp. Thank you, Chelsea. Keep up the good work. Okay, so here we go. I am starting with a card base of Old Olive. It's cut 5.5 by 8.5, scored down the middle at 4 1/4. Let me grab my bone folder. Gonna get a really good fold on that. It looks a little off on this corner. Let me see if I can straighten that out a little bit. I'm gonna hold that and see if I can go this way with it. There we go. All right, so there's my card front. I pulled out this piece of the Timeless Plaid. I love it because it has the blue, I'm a green person, the Old Olive, a bit of a basic beige in there. And I'm going to turn this over. That little checkered plaid is nice looking too, isn't it? I love this paper. I think it's going to be very versatile, and I really like the colors they put in them. Okay, so I'm going to add, make sure I get my corners really good. I'm using liquid glue because this is going to cover, this is a 4¼ by 5½ piece of this designer series paper, and it's going to cover the entire front of my card right here. Here we go. I'm going to grab my bone folder, get a really good push on that liquid glue right there. There we go. Now, oh, good night. I did pretty good. There is a little bit of an edge right here. Sometimes when you cut the DSP exactly, I don't know, it doesn't always match up. So I'm going to use my little mini trimmer and just cut the edge off of it right there. Okay. Let me grab my detail scissors here and get that little bit less of the edge right there. There we go. Okay, now it's all flush to all the edges right there. Then I cut 2 different other plaids, but I'm going to use the back sides of them, okay? I cut this plaid and this plaid, but this is what's on the back sides. I'm going to put these together, and I'm going to grab my favorite punch in the world, and it is retired, but I like to use this Duo Banner Punch. Chelsea, maybe you can see if it's in the Last Chance shop, but I don't think it is. And I'm going to punch a banner on the end of each of these strips. And one of these is going to go, let me put this one away for just a second. One of these is going to go all the way to the very bottom right here. So this is going to go from here, the whole length. Okay. I'm going to add some seal to the back of that. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one, except I'm not going to go the whole distance. I'm going to bring it up about, I don't know, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, just a little bit to kind of give it two lengths there. Okay. So I'm going to add some seal to the back of this. Oops, I need to move this up a little bit there, right? Okay, so I'm not going all the way down. I'm going to move it up slightly like that, overlap it, and go to the top like that, and then cut that excess off the top. So these are 1 inch. They were 1 inch by 5¼ inches, both of them. But I'm going to cut this one off just a tiny bit here. There we go. All right. Now I cut one of the arches out of that Everyday Arches bundle, the dies. You know, do you remember the Garden Meadow dies with the arch? And it was so popular, it kept selling out. The nice thing about this die set is that there are so many arches. Look how many are here. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I used the very middle one, the 5th largest, to make this arch right here. Okay, the 5th largest. Okay, so on this, I'm going to stamp my birthday cake first. And I'm going to stamp it right about there. A little in the middle and to the left. There we go. Okay, I'm going to grab my blends, and the colors I'm using are ivory. One of my ivories had a better, it's not that one. I want to use this one. Ivory, Pecan Pie Light, and Lost Lagoon Light, and Wild Wheat Light. Those are the colors I'm using on this cake, okay? I agree, Kathy. That's what I love about this. I said that at the beginning, that this plaid paper is really perfect for those masculine cards that we all struggle to make, right? It's hard not to use pink on everything. So that's what I really love this designer series paper for. Okay, so I've got all my flames there in winter wild wheat, not winter wheat. The icing right here is going to be ivory. Looked vanilla-y to me, or maybe even like salted caramel. Yum. I love salted caramel. So I'm going to say it's salted caramel. That sounds good. So it's just dripping down the sides of our cake here. Chocolate caramel, salted caramel ganache here. There we go. Then I'm going to grab my pecan pie. And my cake is going to be chocolate, milk chocolate with salted caramel icing. Becky, you should make this cake for me for my birthday and send it to me to Midland, Texas. Becky's my friend who's an amazing baker, cook, and she used to make birthday cakes for me when I lived in Lincoln. Or better thought, Becky, you can just come see me on my birthday. You can use my kitchen to make me a cake. I'd let you. So I'm using Lost Lagoon now, and I'm just going to put the icing around the layer here. And then cover this base, this cake base here, with Lost Lagoon Light as well. There we go. There's my birthday cake. Now, I have, hang on, I need a piece of basic white. And I usually have like 100 pieces laying around. Let's see if I can find one here. Pull one out of my stash behind me. Okay, this is going to go on the inside, so I'm going to put that away from now. Here we go, just a scrap piece of basic white. Yeah, it would be fun, wouldn't it, Roz? I would love that. Okay, so I'm taking my Bulldog. I'm taking my Memento black ink. You know where I live now, Becky. No excuses. There we go. So there's my Bulldog. Isn't he cute? Okay, so what am I going to color my Bulldog with? I am going to use my soft slate, or maybe it's gray granite, smoky slate. And I'm going to do his little nose right here in smoky slate. There we go. Snout, I guess not really his nose, because his nose is going to be Calypso Coral. How do I know what colors to use? I looked it up on the back of the designer series paper. The only color of these they don't have listed is the smoky slate. So there you go. All right, now I'm going to grab my ivory again. And I'm going to color the Bulldog's whole body in ivory. I have an event coming up here in Midland on February the 10th called Cookies and Carts. So if you're a Midland person and you're watching, it's almost full. I just opened it 2 days ago. And all I can have is 15, and I'm at 12 right now. So if that's something you're thinking you want to come to, you probably need to get registered sooner than later because it is filling up fast. So I have a cake designer, not a cake designer, a cookie decorator here in town who's going to teach us how to decorate 2 Valentine's cookies. She teaches classes and all that sort of thing. And then we're going to make Valentine's using this month's paper pumpkin kit. So that's going to be tons of fun. So it's called Cookies and Cards, for the love of cookies and cards. And I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a fun night. February the 10th, right here at my house, 6:30. So if you live here in Midland, I would love to have you. I'm going to take that Lost Lagoon and that Old Olive, and my Lost Lagoon on my little pup here is going to be his pom-pom here at the top and every other stripe. There we go. And same here, every other stripe is going to be Old Olive. There we go. That's all I need to do on my cute little pup, okay? He's like, give me that cake. Looks so good. So, is that how bulldogs talk? I don't know. So, I'm going to just fussy cut him out. It does not take long. A friend of mine calls it fussy cussing. Was that you, Roz, that told me that? I think that's funny. I don't cuss when I fussy cut. I think it's kind of relaxing, but you know, we all have our things, right? English bulldogs are those kind of dogs that really are so ugly they're cute, right? I hear that they have amazing personality. So if you have a English bulldog, I do think they're so ugly they're cute, but you might think they're just really cute. But look at that nose. Come on. So we're going to cut this all the way around him. I probably should just stop talking before I get myself in trouble, right? I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings out there about their English bulldog. Okay, I'm going around his little ear right here. Now some of you may be saying, why aren't you shading around the edges in blue like you did with the seagulls? Well, the reason why is this guy's not sitting on a black background. He's sitting on a white background. So I don't need to do that for this. That is a great trick if your fussy cut image is sitting on a colored background to outline it in that color, and then it doesn't look like it's not meant to be there. It kind of blends in with the back of the background. Okay, so there we go. Am I all done? Did I get right good? Okay, yep. So, oh, it might be a pug. I don't know. What do I know? All I know is that I've had a Cocker Spaniel, and I now have a Golden Doodle. I don't know much about dogs. So it might be a pug. But when I looked up bulldog, it looked like this dog. So I did look it up. I did Google it because I wasn't sure. So there we go. Let's go here. Yeah, this stamp set is super cute. So he's going to go right here in front of our little cake, and he's going yummy, yummy, right? All right, so this one is going to get popped up right here on the front of our card. So let me add some dimensionals behind it. Hi, Sue. Hi, Luann. Anybody? Linda, hello. Thanks for joining me. Here we go. I'm going to pop this cute little pup and cake right here. Okay. And then I have a piece of I had one already cut. Here it is, right here. Okay, I have a piece of basic beige, and I'm going to stamp on the outside, happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser, right? And I'm going to stamp him in that Lost Lagoon ink that I showed you at the beginning. Anybody else know if this is a pug or an English bulldog? They look a lot alike, I think, but it might be a pug, Luann. You might be right. Okay, so right in the middle here, I'm stamping and happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser. There we go. And on one end right here, I'm going to go back to that discontinued punch that will go in my coffin with me when I die because I love it so much. I have to pry it out of my hands, right? And I'm going to just punch a banner on one end. There we go. Now this is going to lay right across my arch here underneath my little pug right there. But before I do that, I'm going to add 2 little strips here of this wild wheat ribbon just right in this corner right here. I'm going to cut it down here in a minute, but for right now, I'm just going to crisscross. I would say those are like 2.5, 3 inches, something like that. And I cut 2 of them. It is cute, isn't it? Okay, so this right here is going to just get tear and taped down right there. And I'm not going to have to worry about that tape showing because this banner is going to cover it up right there. See that? Okay, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. And I'm going to go right here in the middle. Like that. There we go. There's my little banner. I might move one of these little dimensionals right here. I don't like how it's popping up on top of that ribbon. It's making it a little bumpy. You guys know how I feel about that. I don't like bumpies. So I'm going to move that dimensional to right there beside. There we go. That's so much better. Okay, so there we go. Happy birthday. Another year wiser. Another wrinkle wiser. And I'm going to just cut these ends off. Now that I have everything down, I'm going to cut these ends off just a slight bit so they're not so long. There we go. Now, the only thing I have to do on the front is add my gems. So remember, we're going to pull in those gems that came from the Everyday Arches suite that I'm using for the craft along. These are those blue and purples, just fun kind of confetti sparkle gems. Might have to play with that banner just a little bit. And I'm going to just sprinkle some around my pug and my cake here. Whoop, one there. Let's do another one right here. And since there's no, oops, right or wrong to it, I might put another one right here. Could put a little one here on my banner. And maybe another one right down here. There we go. So there's the front of my card. How cute is that? Fun, right? Okay, so now the inside. I have a piece of basic white that is cut 4 by 5 1/4, and I have a 1-inch strip of the back side of this front paper. So it's this check right here. It's going to go right down here at the bottom, kind of bring the outside to the inside, right? I could have used that plaid too. It wouldn't have mattered, but kind of like mixing it up a little bit. So if you're thinking about joining Stampin' Up! During the special this month and next month, I would love to have you on my team. I love my team. They're a very integral part of who I am. And I would love to have you a part of that. If you're looking for a stamping community, a group of positive people, encouraging people that you can stamp with, I hope you'll consider honoring me with your membership. The main reason that anybody joins a team is to get the 20% discount. And that is all I expect from anybody. Just shop away, have your fun. I just realized I didn't put the label on the back of this, but maybe this is a really good opportunity to show you how I do that. So I take the wax paper strip off. Everybody does this a different way, so don't say that's not how you're supposed to do it. And then I find the matching label, and I just peel half of that off, and I can see at least your. So I'm going to match that up here, and I just line it up with the edge of that sticker paper. I pull the whole thing, whoop, like that, and so now only half of it is stuck, but now I can pull down, take off that wax paper, and then it's perfectly stuck. Okay, so on the inside here, I'm going to stamp. Thank you, Brenda. I do love our team. We really encourage positivity and not talking negative about anything. We have some strict rules on our team. So if you're looking just for a safe place, a fun stamping community, I would love to have you on my team. That link will be up in the description as well for you to click on. Okay, it's all about the 20% discount. Nobody has to do what I do here. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside. There we go. Right, like that. And you know what? I'm going to fix this right here because it is just not cooperating. So let me try again. I'm going to grab this time maybe a mini dimensional. I'm going to put it right next to that ribbon, right there. Move it up a tiny bit. There we go. Better. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you love it? Happy birthday. Another wrinkle wiser. I love the colors too, Kathy. It's so much fun. And the inside says, at least you're not as old as you'll be next year. So cute. So if you're interested in any of these products, you can go to my Tuttle Up shop, which is right at the bottom of the screen right here. And that's where you can go right to my online store. If you use this host code over here, RRX9QJJK, you can also get this week's online card class to go in the mail as well. So think about joining my craft along on January 27th using the Everyday Arches Suite, and need to register by tomorrow for that. So I'll be back here tomorrow, 12 noon, my usual time, and with another great creative idea for you. So God bless everybody. I'll see you back here tomorrow.